So, oh shit. So, good evening everyone. This is Ero F2 in Season 7, Round 9 in Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka. I'm your host, Ken, today. Unfortunately, Josh, no, no. So JJ or either Loki wasn't able to comment it, so I'm your commentator today. So hopefully it's going well. And yeah, first cars are going out. And yeah, well, game sounds might be a little bit too high, but yeah, so Suzuka is pretty nice track, in my own opinion, one of the best tracks in the world, but in this game it's pretty tricky. It's pretty easy to lose your car in many positions. For example, first sector SS are pretty difficult to get right because you can't use too much curb, and for the spoon curb it's pretty difficult also there to. It's pretty easy to lose the car and invalidate your lap if you go in a little bit too wide, but yeah, as we have yellow flag, I don't know why, but yeah, and Mühlberg is starting his lap shortly, approaching 130R right now at the last chicane, the Casio triangle, is it? Yeah. So yeah, taking you around the lap of Suzuka, so opening TRS in the main straight, going 8th gear and approaching to the first corner down to 4th, I think. Yeah, 4th, and now starting SS first to the left, then right, left again, and right, and now we are in down lap curve. Then we have two Tekna 1 in 7th gear and to the 4th in Tekna 2 or 3. Sorry, and now hairpin, 2nd gear, pretty easy to lose car here, but Mühlberg does it nicely. Now it's the spoon curb, going for 7, no, he's going for 8, 2 down and no invalidation, pretty nicely, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and then we are approaching to 130R, which is, with modern Formula 1 cars, it's flat out nicely, and Casino triangle, little bit of lock up I think, but it's going, it was pretty nice. Oh, little bit of loose off backhand, but Mühlberg sets 129.9 in the first lap. It was pretty good, and Kalle goes P2 with a medium 130.2 and third on his lap. Bios is starting his lap. Also, let's see, and we have yellow flag. I think someone is letting other ones through. But as Igor goes P1 with 129.6 in mediums, as Petuka goes faster than, oh, as Ferit, I don't know if that was intentional, but he's lost the car and broken his car, so that's very unfortunate. As yeah, Petuka went P1 with 128.9 and Hassan went P3. As Murphy's, as it seems, fastest in middle sector, he's approaching to Casio triangle right now, as Ferit has left the session for some reason. Either way, Murphy is crossing the line, and he goes P2 for 129.0, like 1 cent behind Petukka, but it was pretty nice lap, and Lipenov is P7 on his first lap, as Vios nearly finishing his lap at the final corner, if it's final corner, either way. P8 with mediums, as Masiek goes P2 with 129.0, as Jarmer's on his lap. We have yellow flag, Petukka is going for the pits, and Miktenus is approaching to spoon curb, goes pretty nicely, sent to too much curb, because yeah, you can easily lose the cars here, as he finishes his second sector. Doesn't seem to be the fastest one, but I think it's pretty okay. Approaching to the Kasia triangle, it seems going pretty nicely, and approaching to DRS open right now, and cross to the line, goes P7, 129.9, as Jolmer is on the, you can't say back straight because it's flat out from spoon curb to the Kasia triangle, and approaching here, going third, gets it pretty nicely, and across the line Jolmer is PF5 with 129.7, as Slippy Jimmy is, it seems like he's the fastest in first sector on his first lap, and Emre is starting his lap with Ordinary Intman just are insert carrots, but yeah, so we can follow Slippy Jimmy right now, approaching to the spoon cup yet again, going pretty nicely. Yeah, 10 minutes left for qualifying. Approaching 130, goes pretty nicely. We have yellow flag. I think Miktenus has out of fuel right now, but Slippy Jimmy is going pretty nicely at the opposite to yours, and goes across to the finish line, and it's P4 with 129.2. As Captain Emre is on his fast lap, but he has invalidated it unfortunately. Nerf is going for his out lap. And Jormer did another lap. No, he's starting his another lap. His third lap, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and Captain Emre goes for into the pits, and Utinho is on the track, and Petukka is on his out lap, as Jalmer first sector is he's up in his lap, but went a little bit too wide in out of the first techner, so that might be all of his very good first sector to the dust, I think, but he's still going, so maybe he hasn't lost too much time from there, but into the spoon goes pretty nicely. Maybe a little bit wide, and his fuel information is flashing, so he's very low on fuel. I didn't see the sector time unfortunately, but he's approaching to Kasia triangle yet again. Source shift to fourth, and he's going for the pit lane, so he has abandoned his lap, and Petukka has invalidated his lap, Uh, Murph is on his second lap, I think. Yeah. And let's follow him a little bit. And the sections goes pretty nicely. Yeah. 7th, and the opponent first sector Rebels is getting out of the way. He's fastest in first sector right now. Techners went pretty well approaching to the hairpin. Oh, a little bit of luck up, but I think it's fine. You don't have to like hit the apex of that corner. It's okay to miss it a little bit. Approach the spoon curb. Goes pretty nicely. Maybe a little bit slip from the backhand, but I think he's fine. And his second sector time is... Oh, he's down his time a little bit. But I think he's still finishing his lap. Very nice exit. And open the DRS right now. And his lap time is... Oh, it's 19 thousandths lower than his first lap, so... Unfortunate. Hassan is on his lap. Petukka is now the fastest in the first sector, I think. Hassan has made some kind of mistake in first sector. Wilberg has maybe improved, I'm not quite sure. Mctenus is finishing his first sector. Oh, but he's lost the car on exit of second deck now, so yeah, that's unfortunate. As Petukka has invalidated his lap, and Emerald on his lap. Yeah, Mick has that incident. Igor's going to the pits. We got what's Captain Emerald right now. Approaching to Casio Triangle yet again, and approaching to the pit lane. Doesn't finish his lap. Lipanov is not improving. Mick is starting another lap. Kalle is going for the pits. Also Milberg slipped me on his out lap, so Mick is only one doing his lap, so you can follow him through the SS. Actually, we can own his right into the curb pretty nicely. Oh, but he lost his car. So unfortunate. So yeah, and he's also invalidated his lap, so that's very unfortunate for him. As Jimmy is starting his final lap for this qualifying session. And opens the DRS and starts his lap now. So 8 gear approaching to the first corner yet again. Breaking into the fourth gear, going to third, gets pretty nicely, and the first left, maybe the wide right, left, and then again right, and big left-hander goes pretty nicely, and the first sector time, and he has back out. Maybe wasn't improving that much that he would have been liked, as everyone know it my dust is doing his lap right now. His first lap 1:32.8. I don't think that's but he lost the car. Oh, that's very unfortunate as Petukka is starting his lap, so we might just follow him as it matters has retired at the track. That's not the thing that you would want to do, but as Petukka has not invalidated but didn't so well the exit of the first corner, he might be able to start another lap as Sleepy Jimmy is starting his second push lap and his last. Igor is 3/10 faster than his previous time. Jalmar's out lap. So yeah, we can fudge Igor for now on. Going too wide from the spoon. He didn't invalidate it, but it wasn't the cleanest. Let's see how did he lose. How much time? Yeah, he's down his time and he's backing out. But what he's doing? Yeah, I don't know. But Captain Emerald is on his lap. So we have yellow flag. Yeah, in the last sector because Igor was going very slowly. As Captain Emerald finishing his first sector and 22.6, but his son has invalidated his lap, so that's his qualifying over. Petukka is starting his another lap. As Watinho has retired. He might have been crashed out of the spoon, if we can see it, as Emre is approaching here, and yeah, I think he has crashed out of the spoon curb. That's very unfortunate, as Petukka is faster in first sector, 2/10 up on his time, approaching the hairpin, little bit of luck up. So it is in the third, goes pretty nicely. Now approaching to the spoon curb, 8th gear and braking right now to the 5th, 4th. Lipinov is retired and gets, I think, pretty nice exit out of that, and he is up on his time nearly T10, approaching to Casio Triangle for the last time. Igor finishes P2, that's a pretty nice lap, as Hassan goes P1 for 1:28.5 and Petukka gets P2 for now, so Hassan is now on the pole position as Masiakis, how his lap is going. He's fast, I think he's fast on the middle sector, so let's see. As Mühlberg goes P3 now for 4th, gets pretty nicely last chicane, approaching the DRS line and over the line, goes P3 with 1:28.8 as Sleepy Jimmy is not improving, he's going back to the pits, as Mick Tenus can be improving to the Casio Triangle for the last time for him and approaching the line, and he goes B9, and that's qualifying over. So Hassan gets the first pole position of the season in F2, I think. Petukka gets P2 with their gap is like 46,000 of the second, so pretty close one. As we have Masiak in P3 and we wait the rest of the result, so yeah. So Hassan P1, Petukka P2, Masiek B3, Milberg B4, Igor, I think he's new guy from here, B5, pretty nice debut for him. Murphy B6, Yolmer B7, Slipicmi B8, Mick James B9, Legala 10th, Captain Emery 11th, Bios B12, Lebenov B13, 14th, Ferrit, Woutinho B15 and B16 Eat My Dust. So yeah, it's yeah, we have to see that that weather forecast. So it can be pretty interesting race if there's wet, but we'll see right now. So yeah, as same like in F4 yesterday, not too dark, but it can be raining like later on the race. But yeah, and for this race I think one stop is pretty easy one with soft mediums, but if there's safety car it's yeah, but soft can go pretty far from this race. And yeah, as we are starting formation lap in just right now, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I think everyone is getting out of the grid fine. And so outside of top 10, Captain Emery, Bias, Libenov, Ferrit, Woutinho and Eat My Dust are starting on the mediums, and Ferrit is starting on the softs, but he did have some difficulties, so he is not racing, so that's very unfortunate for him. Yeah. Yeah, well, anyone can win this race because there can happen very special things. But yeah, because Aldrich. Yeah, because Aldrich is not here today, so he has been driving pretty nicely, and I don't know what else to say, but yeah, leaders are approaching to Spoon Cup right now, and we might be starting very shortly for this 27 laps through the Japanese Grand Prix, so yeah. As Libenov has disqualified its front session as is Woutinho, so they are gonna start with absolutely cold tires, which is not what you want, as Captain Emery is approaching to Cassia Triangle and AI takes over his car. So yeah. As AI takes Eat My Dust's car also, we are approaching to the starting grid. And Eat My Dust is taking his place on the grid right now. Oh, okay, this is better camera angle. So there are three laps, 4 laps, 5 laps, and they are off, and away we go. Petuka gets pretty good start, I think. Yeah, gets a little bit better start than Hassan, and he leads into turn 1 as everyone is going pretty clean, I guess, but Hassan went a little bit too wide, and they're going side by side, and Wilbur goes P3 as is there something happening later, but someone was off. Yeah, Woutinho is off, so Petukka league for Masiak, and there's some battling going on. Yeah, side by side, but they get it pretty nicely, and Libnov has lost some position because of those cold tires, but Petukka is now leading, followed by Masiak, Mühlberg and Hassen. It's your top 4, and Petukka is maybe slightly getting away, so he tries to trying to get out of that DRS zone so he can control his pace and don't have to worry about Masiak. But yeah, so but everyone else is pretty in the 1 second of everyone, so to P2 to P13 they are on the 1 second of each other. As Petukka is finishing his first lap now, setting the fastest lap because he's finishing lap first. Actually, Tenus is going for the bits, maybe some kind of front wing damage, I think. But nevertheless, first lap was quite clean for everyone. Yeah, Mick has front wing damage, as Petukka has already won but 5-second lead. As Igor is pretty closely on Hassan, he might be thinking about going for the overtake shortly. As yeah, he's maybe trying to overtake on Hassan right now. He gets pretty nice exit. Is he gonna use some DRS? No, not yet. Oh, this camera angle is so bad. But yeah, he's following Hassan very close. Is there something happening? No. Murphy stays P7. He has lost some positions. So for the start, it might just gain 5 positions and will make Tenus because he's went to the bits, lost 7 positions, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, but Igor is very close on Hassan. As Petukka sets the fastest lap, and yeah, he has 1.4 second gap to the Masiak ahead, so he doesn't get the DRS. But everyone else is pretty close, as Votinho overtaken Ferrit, or Ferrit's goes, as Libenov goes a little bit too wide, and Bios is might be getting there side by side, going to first S, and Libenov keeps his position. As yeah, everyone is pretty closely, but Mühlberg might have done some sort of mistake because he's over 1 second behind Masiak. But yeah, everyone is pretty stuck up from P3 to P11. Yeah. But Murphy is pretty close on Jolmer. He might be. Oh, Jolmer goes a little bit too wide after 130, and yeah, he might be trying for the move. Yeah, opens to DRS and using ERS also. Is it gonna try? Well, no, Jolmer defense is off. Pretty nice defense for him, as Lekala lost position, and it might just have a little bit moment, and Lekala gains his position back. As Hassan is starting to take some pressure to Mühlberg, but he stays as what's happened there. Igor has lost some positions. He was something like B5 and he's now dropped to B9, so maybe some sort of mistake from him. Very unfortunate that Mick Jones gets first time penalty for multiple track warnings. Oh, yeah. As Hassan has, yeah, he has now capped to Yolmer because Igor did some kind of mistake there, so he is pretty closely. He might be going for the move at the main straight. Yeah, but Slippy Jimmy is pretty close on Murphy. Is he maybe no? He thinks better of it. Doesn't overtake before Cassia triangle. As is Hassan close enough for the overtake? I don't think so. Yeah, not close enough. As is there something else happening? Not really. When Captain Emery lost the car after turn 1 and lost position to Igor, he's now in P9. Where he is to lost the car in first sector, especially from the S section. So there's not a lot of much happening right now. Everyone is driving into some, I would say, like the train, but Eat My Dust is very close on Legala, but doesn't go for the move, and there's yellow flag and Mixenus has spun around in the first sector. As Masik has gained a little bit time from Petukka, so he might be challenging him. As we have yellow flag and Mixenus has crashed, has retired from the system, so will be the safety car. No, he's continuing. What has happened? Yeah, I don't know. But Hassan is pretty close on Milberg right now, and he will be opening the DRS right now, and he's much closer than lap before. Igor sets the fastest lap time right now, and he's going around the outside on Milberg and gets it done. And he's now P3. As Eat My Dust and Legala are fighting, and Eat My Dust spins around. They might have been studs, but yeah, that's very unfortunate for him. As Hassan overtaken Milberg, so he's down one place. And Woutinho has overtaken Libenov. He might have been spun around at some point, I think. As Murphy and Yolmer are fighting at the hairpin, and it's pretty close. Murphy not going for a move for the spoon cup, but is pretty smart thinking. But Slippy Jimmy is have got a little bit better exit than Murphy. Is under 2/10 for him. Did use a little bit the DRS. Oh, goes a little bit too wide. After 130 are very close. So Yolmer and Murphy are going for the pitch. As Slippy Jimmy is trying to overtake Igor for the first corner, but doesn't succeed. As Murphy puts the medium tires and Yolmer put the soft, so he's gonna do two soft strategy for now. So the leaders gonna recognize that and stop on these laps, or are they gonna carry on? As Hassan gets 3-second time penalty. But yeah, but I think softs can go at least for lap 10, 11, 12, somewhere like that. But mediums can also, I think, do 10 laps at least. As Igor and Slippy Jimmy are continuing which they are fighting, as Votinho is pretty close. On it matters, oh, he goes a little bit too wide and yeah. As is no, Petukka is not beating, as not Masik either. They are continuing, but Murberg is beating. Everyone else, I think, are continuing still, yeah. As Lepitchimi is very close, he's side by side with Igor. And he takes his place. He's up now for P4. Next up for him is Hassan, 2.4 seconds ahead, and Mühlberg takes medium tires. Is he gonna... Oh, he's side by side with Jormir, and Jormir gets ahead. And nearly does Murphy also. So undercuts is working for Jormir for now. Although he's on the soft tires, and yeah. But Masik and Petukka are kind of league of their own. Hassan is 3 seconds behind them. So yeah, and Igor is some kind of losing touch with Sleepy Jimmy. As is there any other battles right now? Not really. Murphy is pretty close on Mühlberg, who's lost the DRS. I think not his, it doesn't just on the 1 second window. As Masik is now under 1 second on of Petukka and are taken a bit on this lap. Yeah, first and second are beating, but Hassan is still going. As Swatire and Slipitsim sets the fastest lap for the race now on, so Petukka goes for the mediums, and Masik is, yeah, he's also going for the mediums. As well, they are gonna approach, there's yellow flag. Liblenov, it might also has won, I think, but Petukka is going ahead for Jormir. So yeah. As it might just has retired. Oh, in that business, so yeah, there will be no, will be safety car. It's good thing, and Igor is now 1 second off for Stepitchimi, and Captain Emre is on the medium tires. He might be starting to be a little bit faster on the mediums, because yeah, Igor's has raced it on 8th lap on his soft tire, so the switching point maybe have been on right now, or I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so yeah, as is Hassan gonna bit on this lap 9. Yeah, he's gonna go into pit. Stepitchimi is staying out. Semis Igor and Captain Emery, of course, because he's on the mediums. And Legal is also pitting. And yeah. And Jormir sets the fastest lap for the race now on. And Jormir is fighting Votinho right now. Doesn't get close enough to go to move in turn 1, but is very closely on those first soft tires. Captain Emre is following very closely on Igor right now. As is Hjalmar gonna trying to take a move into Herpen. He did get a little bit better run, he's close enough. Is he gonna go for the move? Not, but he's gonna get better switchback. I think he's got quite a good traction, but he's not Urine either, so he's not gonna try to overtake. But Mühlberg is also close on Hjalmar, but not close enough. Yeah. As is Slipitsme gonna stay out? One more lap is... Yeah, he's staying out. Same as Igor and Captain Emery. And Petukka is approaching Bios. He's 1.2 seconds behind him. And Masiek has dropped 2 seconds behind him. As Jalmar has made some kind of mistake. But he stays P8. And yeah. Yeah. So Owen Bios has gone deep in Dunlop, I think it's called. And yeah, he gets 3 seconds out of that. He might be representing that, but yeah, I don't know. As we have yellow flag and Wottinio has won on Dunlop also. That's very unfortunate for him. As yeah, there's not a lot of happening right now. Everyone has quite a big gap for everyone. But is Slipitsme gonna stay out? Yeah, he's still going. And Igor pits as Captain Emery moves to P2 right now. And Murberg and Murphy are on the Jarm's DRS train. As Igor is going, and he will be, I think, he will go behind Murphy. Or does Libinov has not quite. As Captain Emery is staying on the DRS zone just. But he has a lot more ERS than Slipitsme, so Captain Emery might be in pretty good position in this race, I think. He's now using some DRS to stay on the DRS zone, but yeah, Slipitsme has nearly 0 battery. Yeah, and he's losing time on the straight because he's not getting much power, but Slipitsme is now pitting on lap 12, so he has done longest stint on soft runners, so he has the freshest medium tires at the end of the race. That can be quite important. As Petukka moves to P2 right now, he's 8.2 seconds behind Captain Emery from the lead. As we see where Slipitsme gonna come. Is he? No, Igor's no, Slipitsme stays ahead. So Igor's undercut didn't work as he would have wanted. So I think Bios and Bios, Wottinio and Captain Emery are only drivers who haven't stopped it yet, so yeah. Oh, so Jalmar touches a little bit on Bios' rear tires and is not using ERS, but Murberg is pretty close. And there are presents the spawn curb and going pretty nicely from here. And Jalmar tries to overtake Bios on the 130 and they're competing side by side when Murberg tries to overtake them, but no, not enough. But as the main straight opens up, Jormir is gonna pass, but then Mirberg follow him. And Bias tries to defend. Is Mirberg close enough? I think Bias letting him by with his good teamwork, and Murphy is stuck behind Bias. I thought that's not gonna help him quite a bit, and Igor is staying on the leader zone of the Sleepy Jimmy. Yeah, and Petukka has gained, I think, over 1.5 second. Yeah, at least on that lap, so he's much faster with those first tires. And Murphy has overtaken Bias somewhere, didn't guess that, unfortunately. As we have yellow flag and Woutinho has spun. Sleepy Jimmy is trying to overtake at the spoon cup Bias and makes a move down pretty nicely, and yeah, Woutinho has some very big troubles with chases, and yeah, Igor is also overtaken Bias, so he might be going for the end of this lap, or yeah, I don't know, but Petukka says it's fast as happened. Igor tries going for the move after before Cassia triangle, and there's yellow flag in Deknes, and Igor is close enough going for the move. Yeah, down the inside, very easy overtake. And he's up to P7 right now, and 1.5 seconds to Murphy, right ahead of him. And Masiek has dropped quietly from Petukka's pace, so Petukka might be pretty. He has very good chance for his first win in Ero in this season. And is there some other fighting? Not quite. Sleepy Jimmy is staying pretty nicely in the direction of Igor. So Captain Emre is done 14 laps with these tires, and is he gonna stay out still or gonna be? No. I think he might be doing this lap and maybe next lap, and between 10, then he would have 10 laps with those fresh soft tires and try to catch up everybody. As Milberg is, I think, not maybe close enough on Jalmar, but he doesn't take the gear suggestion, and Igor gets the fastest lap, 1:31.1, and he has goes up in Murphy, and yeah, Bias is still going. Yeah. And Igor is really close on Murphy, although he has five laps faster tires than him, so he might be going for the move at start of lap 17, I think. As Jormir has to also do his another pit stop at some point, so he will be chopping back quite heavily because he has to do medium, so yeah, well, we'll see what he can do with that, as Captain Emery is still going. As Jalmar pits right now, as Milberg moves up to P4. And Igor is overtaking Murphy right before the first turn, and he's up to P5 where he started in this race, so good for him, and he has 2-second gap for the Milberg, and as Legala takes 3 seconds time penalty, and he's at P9, so he might be out of points right now, or no, he's gonna get 1 point at least, as Diplomat is going pretty slowly, and Hassan was some kind of close, but not close enough. Sleepy Jimmy is now next one to try and overtake Murphy. As Captain Emery's pits right now and goes for me, no softs, as Watino might have spun yet again, so not good time for the Alfa Romeo driver, as Igor goes fastest yet again, and first Captain Emery gonna come, he's gonna take P7 I think, yeah. And he starts his journey to fighting for the more points. Yeah, Sleepy Jimmy has passed Murphy, and he has up to P5 right now. As Petuk takes the lead yet again with 2.8 second lead. And Igor's nearly 1 second from Mühlberg. And Murphy is trying to he's trying to stay with the Euros on those 6 laps all the tires than Sleepy Jimmy, but we'll see what happens, but what I think Emery can get maybe podium. There's a chance that he can get there, but yeah, we'll see. As Vice also pitted for the first soft rubber, and he's now out to V12, and as Hassan might be gonna go for the move on the grass and down the inside on Castilla triangle and take takes P9 from Libenov, but yeah, and he is no close enough, and he didn't get the DRS. As Captain Emery is closing pretty fast on Murphy. As Murphy has lost DRS, I think. As Igor gets 3 second time penalty. That can be very crucial for his podium chances. As Captain Emery is on the 1 second, under 1 second from Murphy right now, and yeah, and Petukka has pretty safe lead, 3 second lead to Masiek. So yeah, and Igor might gonna try move on Mühlberg at the main straight. Yeah, he's gaining, I think. Yeah, Mühlberg is low on battery. As Captain Emery is, yeah, he's gonna make his move. But let's see, is Igor close enough? Opens the DRS, doesn't use DRS because Mühlberg is flashing and goes down the inside to the first turn and gets the P3. Now he's need to get that 3 second gap if he wants that podium. As Captain Emery is now P6 and then is 1.4 seconds behind Sleepy Jimmy, but his podium chances are pretty good, I think, right now. As Hassan is caught up in Lekala and might be trying to overtake him. is pretty close right now, but I don't think he does want to overtake at Tekno. It's pretty risky, I'd say, but he doesn't get enough good exit to try and overtake at this hairpin, but he's still close enough. And Milberg is trying to... he's staying pretty nicely with Igor right now. But yeah, and Captain Emre is right in the 1 second window from Slippy Jimmy. And Slippy Jimmy is flashing his almost 0% on yours. So... but I think Captain Emre is not close enough. And as we have yellow flag, I think is... yeah, what in the again. As Captain Emre sets the fastest lap. And is pretty close on the Slippy Jimmy, is trying to overtake. Not quite close as... yeah, what in the has. Suppose he has already lapped by leaders and everyone else in sort of time. But Emery has to get past Slippy Jimmy as soon as possible. To Tekno 1, Tekno 2, not close enough unfortunately. But Milberg is still keeping up with Igor. And Hassan has overtaken Lagala to the P8, but they are both are gonna lose their presence because their time penalty, so Libanov at this point can be P8 at end of the race, and Captain Emre is so much closer on the Slippy Jimmy, so he's gonna overtake him at the main straight. As Milberg is close, but I don't think if he wants to overtake, because he doesn't need to, as within the pitch. And Captain Emre goes even past Slippy Jimmy even before the first corner, as I think Murphy went a little bit too wide, but nevertheless, now Captain Emre is needs only Owen. What has happened? Hassan has won at the first corner and he's down to P11. Unfortunately for him, he might be having some action with Lekala, I think. But yeah, as Slippy Jimmy tries to stay into the air zone with Captain Emre and tries to get fighting for that last podium position, as Petukkas and Masieska is now 4 seconds, so it seems like Petukka is gonna win this Japanese Grand Prix if there's not huge mistakes for him. But Captain Emre is a little bit harder to close up because Milberg can use Igor's DRS to stay with him, and he doesn't have to use battery too much, although it's other 6%, so he could be, and Igor still has more battery than him, although he's on the DRS, and the Libanov it's on the soft tires, I think. Yeah, he might be going for the fastest lap point. And Slippy Jimmy is just and just on the DRS zone, and Captain Emery only needs half a second, and he's on that magical DRS zone, and he only needs to overtake Mühlberg to get that podium, because he doesn't have to overtake Igor from his debut in F2, I think. Yep. Yeah. But our Captain Emery's tires gonna starting to go off. He has lost time. Something like 14th on the second sector, so or there might have been some kind of mistake at Spoon Cup or somewhere. Although he's gained on the last sector a little bit at time, but yeah. But Mühlenberg is still staying, but his battery is so low, so. And I think Igor went a little bit wide at first corner, but it doesn't really matter. Mr. Jalmers is overthinking Lagala even before the first corner, and he gets to P8 right now. As Puyos is on the DRS on Hassan and was looking for a move but didn't go for it. But stays really close on Hassan. But yeah, Captain Emmerich still needs a half a second from Musikas caught up Petukka by 8/10, I think, but yeah, I think Petukka is safe. But yeah, there's not really too much battles going on the circuit, but I hope we can get three cars battle on that final podium position. It will be very nice. And Slipitsmi hasn't really either saved his battery too much, because he needs to stay within the DRS zone of Captain Emery. As Bias is very close on Hassan, and he will go for the overtake at the main straight, and it will be very easy pass. DRS open and using ERS, and around the outside. Yeah, around the outside, and gets beaten. And it seems like Captain Emery doesn't have the pace to go tough with Mühlenberg and fight for that podium, so yeah. So yeah, Petukka is using his CRS, and he might be low on fuel already, so hopefully he doesn't run out of fuel before the final laps, but Masiak is cutting up a little bit. He's like 4/10 faster than in the last lap, as Mühlenberg is nearly losing DRS from Igor, but he's staying on that still. And yeah, it's Captain Emery he can get P4, but he needs to be at 3 seconds of the Igor, but he's now 2.8 seconds from him, and Mühlenberg is starting to lose DRS also, but yeah, Igor can get P4, but P3 is, I think, it's very unlikely that he will get it, as we are on the second to last lap already, and Hassan is changing his win, and Wattinger is also changing his win. So yeah, Slipitsmi might be able to try overtake from Captain Emery at the last lap at the main straight. Mühlenberg is nearly keeping at the DRS of Igor, but I think yeah, he's not close enough to get the DRS, so Igor has to find 1.8 seconds from last lap. And Sleepy Jimmy is trying to overtake Captain Emery, but he's very low on the ears. Is he trying to go for the move? Looking for around the so down the inside, and does he get the move done? They are side by side, and yes he gets the move done up to B5. Very nice, very nice move for him, as Igor has gained a little bit of time, but not enough, I think. Yeah, he still needs 1.5 seconds. As Masiak have caught up, is Petukka running out of fuel, he's source shifting pretty heavily. This can be a very exciting finish. Is he gonna run out of fuel? Hopefully not. 1.4 seconds. His fuel indicator is flashing, and he's out of either ears. Can he make it? Just few meters more, and I think he make it. Yeah, Petukka wins in F2 in Japanese Grand Prix. Masiak comes home with P2 and Igor goes P3, but he gonna drop a little bit. And Mühlberg will get onto podium, and Igor gets P4, and P5 is a bit to me. Captain Emery is P6, and Murphy goes P7. P8 will be Yolmers, and Legala gets P9, and Pajos gets P10. At this point, or Libenov, Hassan, or Votin, you gonna try to take that fastest lap. No, but Libenov moves up to P10 for the last points. As Hassan is going the fastest on the middle sector, so he might be gonna get that fastest lap. Votin just run out of deploy on that lap, but he's go fastest. Can Hassan go even faster? I'm not quite sure. I think he's not, so what you get the fastest lap point as Captain Emery's try of the day. Yeah. So Petukka wins in Japan, and Masiak gets P2, and Mühlberg finishes podium at P3. Very nice to see two Finns on the podium. And Igor, I think his debut gets P4, Sleepy Jimmy P5, Captain Emery P6, Murphy P7, Yolmer P8. Lakala P9, Libenov gets the final point position P11, Bajos, Hassan. Voting with the fastest lap, Ferry with the disconnect, very unfortunate, and it Mandas and Victenus DNFs, and so yeah. And yeah, tomorrow we have PS F1 at I think 4:15, right before the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and also PCF1. I'm not quite sure what time that is. It might be a little bit sooner, but yeah. Hope you have a great night, and see you at next time. I think Loki gonna commentate next week when we are at the Silverstone. So yeah, see you in the next week.